Let's speak about volcanoes and lava. Specifically in this case, the most active volcano in the world, which is in Hawaii. It's called Kilauea. No matter what volcano you know, I know there's like lots of volcanoes, and we had the La Palma volcano from the Canary Islands, which belong to Spain in the Atlantic. That one and any other volcano, they're nothing compared to Kilauea. It's officially declared permanent eruption volcano, permanently. People don't like me when I speak about volcanoes, and I'm not the only one, but there seems to be something in people's brains that automatically hates you for saying that lava and volcano is not what you're being taught in school. I guess that's the whole thing with everything, right? If you tell somebody that they don't live on a globe spinning in space, they get angry and mad at you. The Kilauea volcano, being the most active in the world, in permanent eruption, lava shoots into the ocean from a round cave. And lava shoots into the ocean just like water. It looks like high temperature water mixed with something that makes it red. So my question is, and not just my question, any other question from a normal human being who has a bit of intelligence, why doesn't this channel through which the lava comes expand? Because the lava is melting, and the lava should be melting the whole area until the whole channel gets bigger and bigger. The channel is the same. No matter how much lava comes outside, nothing melts. Why? And look at the lava, look at the texture. You tell me afterwards. So lava doesn't melt, so that more and more rock comes like falling and stuff, and the channel gets bigger. Why is the lava so thin? You see, it's thin like water. It's not viscous. And this is the most active volcano in the world. There's no pressure differences, so the lava flows out faster and sometimes slower, which should be the case because, and if you actually see the pictures and the videos from what happened in La Palma, you see when lava comes out from the La Palma volcano, it's exactly in the same way. That thinness, it's so thin. Also, there's a possibility to actually visit the area from Kilauea, but there's not many boat trips. As far as I know, there's only about 4 boat trips to the Lava River, because probably they don't want lots of people to actually see what's happening, and they probably just take people to certain areas where they consider it safe for not making too many questions. And the color differences as well in the lava, if you want to analyze and stuff, and the viscosity. The thing is, this volcanoes for people, people see these like hexagonal shapes that you see everywhere in the world, and everybody goes by the fact that it's lava that came out of volcanoes millions of years ago, and when it got dry and it cooled down, it formed these geometrical places. And when you tell people, those geometrical places are actually what remains of the super big titanic trees that were cut and petrified by some kind of technology of mass destruction. And also there's giants and titan with human form that were petrified and destroyed as well, and also artificial buildings. But whatever you see with hexagonal forms is the trees and the plants that have their fiber and their cells. So I'm just giving you the example of Kilauea because Kilauea is a major volcano. It's super big. If we don't compare it to whatever lies on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean in terms of what we have on the surface, Kilauea makes the Canary Island volcano or the Iceland volcano or the Italian volcano ridiculous in terms of like how active and big it is. So I know it's uncomfortable for the majority of people, but hey, this is reality. The pictures and the photos and the videos speak for themselves. You just have to be a decent human beings and ask intellectual questions and not be afraid of being laughed at, I guess. But even people who laugh at you, if they laugh, they have no scientific proof for laughing. You're giving them the science and the questions. If they still laugh, it's because it's not even they don't even mean anything. Like it's not even meaningful to actually have a conversation with them. If somebody laughs at you for actually showing them this with Kilauea and other volcanoes, and actually seeing that lava that comes out is pretty much like water with toxins, you can actually ask the question, who lives down there inside the earth? Why are we as a humanity, as a human race, not allowed to dig deeper than 12 kilometers? We have the Kola in the former Soviet Union, the Kola hole. It's 12 kilometers. It was sealed, and that's it. End of the story. And nobody is allowed to go beyond 12 kilometers. Why? Is it problematic that we're just gonna reach a certain point underneath the earth where we're gonna see like a huge civilization with like inner cities and technology and people living in the ground? Or perhaps the volcanoes, the toxic waste that these people from the inner civilization, they just like throw it outside onto the surface for it to actually go into the water and the sea? Or is it like some kind of like industrial activity from this humanity underneath, and you're not allowed to see the infrastructure and stuff? Those are the questions that make people feel uncomfortable. Those are the questions that make people yell and scream at you and me and calling us conspiracy theorists. When in actual fact, the only thing we do is putting the knowledge and the evidence on the table, asking uncomfortable questions, being anti-hypocrites, because we are anti-hypocrites, so that's the opposite of being a hypocrite, and just trying to ask to give answers. And no, we still have to be laughed at, because we're saying that what we see from the volcano, that lava is actually some liquid mixed with who knows whatever toxins or chemical waste that gives it its specific color, and it comes from underneath the ground, which means that something is happening there, and that has nothing to do with the earth being a globe and with the core of the earth being molten lava or something like that, spinning in space with curvature and gravity. It's so sad, man. I mean, once you see these things, it's so simple to understand everything and to actually give an answer to everything. It's just there's not enough humans in the world to speak with, because they just laugh and scream at you and get angry. So sad. I will see you guys in the next video. If I find more stuff about lava and volcanoes, make sure. But yeah, you just watch the picture. You could just show these pictures. If you ever have a conversation with somebody, you're gonna see how their face goes like they get blocked. Of course they get blocked, because you're showing them evidence, and you cannot go against. You can't go against evidence if you're just like that. You don't care. You just want to laugh and scream. When you have hardcore evidence and you have the question and stuff, only if you don't want to accept it, you don't accept the truth. It's just like that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.